Hello again everybody, and welcome back to another Matthews modelling. So this time we have a new loco, and one that has gone straight onto the modelling workbench. I must admit I wasn't expecting it to be getting worked on and to go onto the workbench, but when it arrived wasn't overly happy with some things, so it's ended up there. Now what I'll do is I'll show you the chassis. The chassis will give you an idea as to what kind of era maybe it is. If we come along, here is the chassis. So we've got one of those good old Hornby motors there. Now this loco, a bit of a unique looking loco, a bit of a quirky loco, and one not too dissimilar to one that I already own. Different manufacturer and different era of production, but in look not too much different. Obviously, hence that my quirky appeal to models. It's been one that I wanted to own for a while, and this one was just an outstanding example. So there we have the chassis, and if we just add the body, here we have a Hornby Class 29. So yeah, as I was saying, not too undissimilar. I obviously have the Dapol 22, which, you know, they're not. There's some similarities, obviously the different locos and whatnot, but they have the same flat nose, quite short, and yeah, just a lovely looking loco. I've originally looked for these in blue and yellow, but the green example arrived in the two-tone green. To be honest, one I haven't seen. I've seen them in the plain all over green, and I hadn't seen one in the two-tone. My first thought, excuse me, was that it was a repaint, but I don't think it is. So the body is immaculate, it runs immaculate, it's been an extremely well looked after loco. The previous owner has done a fair few detailing jobs to it. If we take a close look there down the side, it has flush glazing fitted. One end you can make out down there, there is piping and some link couplings, another nice touch, and there's also drivers added to one end. So yeah, as I said, this ended up on the workbench mainly because once given the loco going over, I've noticed quite a lot. I'd say maybe half of the flush glaze panels have some glue fingerprints on the inside, which I can appreciate. Flush glazing can be a fiddly job to try and do. So as you can see there, the front windscreens have been popped out, as has the cab door. They're the worst ones at that end. And then there's another couple I need to try and remove from down here. That in itself hasn't been an easy task. The guy who fitted these did an extremely good job, shall we say. If I just lift over here, an extremely good job of fitting, bear with me, fitting these guys. That cab was well and truly super glued in there, and it was a bit of a job trying to remove it without warping and cracking the body, but it's out, and the other end will have to be done. Then also, in light of the issues, I went ahead and got some of the fine cast flush glazing. So I will go around and I'm going to have to add the little drivers and the cabs and see to the flush glazing. So that's the little job, and then the tiny little job is some of the pipework that is fitted on the front is no longer there. They look like they've just been glued in place, whereas when I fit my detailing I prefer to drill a small pilot hole and actually fit them to the body. So I've got some piping, hopefully I can scrape the remains of the glue off and get the piping fitted. But yeah, an unexpected one on the workbench, plus a new loco. Obviously the body's not fitted there if anyone's looking at it and thinking it's very tall. It is. But for now, it's just an introduction to you, and hopefully when you see it, it's going to be fully glazed, fully piped, and hopefully I can get it to run in sync with the Dapol 22. Obviously, a bit more superior motor and gearing in the Dapol, but we'll give it a go. Well, yeah, there you go, it's an insight for you, so you can look forward to a Class 29 being unveiled on the layout. But till the next video, thank you for watching, and bye bye.